I died choking on my own blood in the back of a black SUV. My best friend Emily's hands trembling on the wheel as she whispered, "I'm so sorry. Piper, this is for your own good." The last thing I saw was her tear-streaked face in the rear-view mirror. The Hudson River rushing up to swallow us whole. All because she thought my inheritance would ruin her perfect life with my brother. But death isn't the end, it's a goddamn reset button. And here I am, gasping awake in my old Brooklyn apartment. The alarm clock screaming 7 a.m. on a crisp October morning in 2018, 3 years before that fatal drive. My heart pounding like I'd just run a marathon from hell. The mirror across the room shows my 25-year-old self staring back, freckles across my nose. Wild auburn curls I haven't bothered to tame, and those green eyes that used to sparkle with naive trust. I touch my neck, expecting the phantom crush of a seatbelt, but it's smooth skin. Holy shit. This isn't a dream. I remember every betrayal. Emily's affair with my fiancé. My brother Jake's forged documents stealing my shares in Grandpa's empire. The accident they staged to erase me. They got away with it all. Millions in blood money. Toasts at my empty funeral. Not this time. This time, I'm the ghost come back to haunt. I stumble to the kitchenette, hands shaking as I brew coffee that's too strong, black as the river that claimed me. The resumes are still stacked on the counter, crisp and hopeful from last night's printing binge at the corner Staples. Back then, God. This timeline feels like yesterday and a lifetime ago. I was hustling, handing them out in the biting Manhattan wind, dreaming of breaking into finance while my so-called family dismissed me as the artsy screw-up. Little did I know, Grandpa Harlan was watching from his penthouse tower, piecing together the web of lies my parents spun about me. One rainy afternoon, he'd pulled up in his Bentley, window rolling down like a scene from a noir film. "Get in, kiddo," he'd growled, his voice gravel from decades of cigars and boardroom battles. "I've got a future for you that doesn't involve freezing your ass off on Wall Street." That revelation changed everything. Or it should have. In my first life, it led to the will reading where Jake and Emily's scheme unraveled just enough to let them slither free.
But now?
Now I know the secrets buried in Grandpa's vaults, the offshore accounts, the falsified paternity tests hinting Jake wasn't even blood, the clause in the trust that could have made me the sole heir if I'd played my cards right. Vengeance isn't just a word anymore, it's my new religion. I grab my coat, a thrift store wool thing that's seen better days, and head out into the gray dawn. The streets of Brooklyn hum with the usual chaos, bodega cats yowling, delivery bikes weaving like kamikazes, the distant wail of sirens that never quite reach the real crimes. My first stop is the coffee shop on Atlantic Avenue where I used to drown my sorrows in overpriced lattes. Emily's there, behind the counter, her blonde ponytail swinging as she flirts with a customer for a bigger tip. She's 24, fresh out of NYU with that killer smile that hides shark teeth. And in 3 years, she'll be the one driving the car that ends me. "Hey, Pipes," she calls, sliding a mug my way without me ordering. "You look like hell." Rough night. I force a laugh, the kind that used to come easy. Just the usual. Chasing dreams in the cold. I sip the coffee too sweet, like her lies, and scan her face for the cracks I know are there. The affair starts next month. A harmless fling with my fiancé, Ryan, at that rooftop party in Soho. But Ryan's not the villain. He's the idiot pawn, blinded by her whispers of Piper's too wild, too unpredictable. We chat about nothing, her latest crush, my dead-end graphic design gigs, while my mind races ahead. Step 1. Document everything. I pull out my phone, pretending to check emails, and snap a subtle photo of her shift schedule pinned to the wall. In the old timeline, she used that job as an alibi the night they dumped my body. Not anymore. By noon, I'm on the subway rattling toward Midtown, resumes clutched like talismans. The car smells of stale piss and desperation. A cross-section of New York, a suited exec scrolling Bloomberg, a mom wrangling twins, a homeless vet muttering to ghosts. I hand out my stack at every stop, tech startups in Flatiron, ad agencies in Chelsea, freezing my fingers off in the wind that whips down the avenues like a personal vendetta. It's humiliating, exhilarating, a reminder of how low I was before Grandpa's call-up. That day, soaked to the bone outside a venture capital firm on Fifth Avenue, I'd nearly given up when the black sedan purred to a halt. Piper McAllister? Grandpa Harlan had leaned out, his silver hair slicked back, eyes sharp as a hawk's under bushy brows. He was 82, built like a tank from his steel mill days in Pittsburgh, now king of Harlan Enterprises, a conglomerate spanning real estate to renewables. Your folks said you were unreliable. Bullshit. I see fire in you.
Girl.
Get in. Inside the Bentley, leather seats warmer than any hug I'd gotten from Mom and Dad. He'd laid it out. My parents had hidden my existence from him for years, feeding him tales of my failures to keep the inheritance in their lane, Jake's lane. But Harlan had dug, found my college art portfolio, my freelance wins. You're my blood.
Piper.
Not that golden boy your ma paraded. And I've got plans. Big ones. That truth hit like a freight train. Jake, my half-brother from Dad's first marriage, wasn't even Harlan's grandson, paternity dodge from the 80s. The will was rigged to split everything 5 ways, me, Jake,
Mom. Dad.
and some charity. But with the right moves, I could have claimed it all. Instead, they buried me literally. Back in the present, I score an interview at a small design firm in NoHo. The manager, a hipster with tattoos snaking up his neck, eyes my portfolio. Edgy stuff.
Piper.
We like raw. Start Monday. It's a win.
Small but mine.
I text Emily. Nailed an interview. Drinks later? Her reply pings instantly. Hell yes. Ryan's coming too. Miss you, babe. Ryan. My fiancé-to-be. The trust fund lawyer with dimples that melt panties and a spine of wet spaghetti. In the old life, he'd proposed on a whim, then bailed when Emily turned on the charm, citing irreconcilable differences after my death.
Now.
I need him close to watch, to use. Evening falls like a curtain, the city igniting in sodium glow. We meet at a dive bar in the East Village. Sticky floors and jukebox blaring Springsteen, pure American grit. Emily hugs me too tight, her perfume cloying, vanilla and deceit. Ryan's there, nursing a IPA, his blue eyes lighting up.
Babe. Congrats.
You're killing it. We toast. Shots of tequila burning down, laughter echoing off graffiti walls. But under the table, my foot taps a frantic Morse code of rage. I lean into Ryan, whispering, "Missed you today," while stealing glances at Emily's phone when she laughs too loud. A notification flashes. Jake. Dinner tomorrow? Need to talk, Piper. There it is, the first thread. Jake. 28. Golden child. VP at Harlan Enterprises already. Schmoozing his way up. He's the architect. The one who forged the emails, making me look like a drug-addled flake. The one who okayed the accident to trigger the insurance payout. Emily's his lover. His tool. Convinced my share would tank the family empire. As the night blurs, more shots. Bad karaoke, I plant the seed. Hey.
Ink.
You ever think about Grandpa Harlan? He called me last week. Out of the blue. Said, he wants to meet. Her smile falters. Just a flicker. Really?
That's
Random. What did he say?
Oh.
You know. Family stuff. Inheritance vibes. I wink. Casual as a summer breeze. But inside, I'm a storm. Let them squirm. Let them plot earlier. Make mistakes. Stumbling home at midnight. The cold bites harder. Snow flurries dusting the sidewalks like confetti from a funeral. My apartment's a shoebox, peeling wallpaper. Radiator clanging like a death knell. But tonight, it's a war room. I boot up my laptop. Fingers flying. Research. Harlan Enterprises bylaws. Public records on Jake's promotions. Emily's social media scrubbed for tells. By 3 a.m., I've got a dossier, digital ammo. Sleep comes fitful. Dreams of the crash replaying in HD, tires screeching on wet blacktop. Emily's sobs mixing with the crunch of metal. My lungs filling with salt water as the SUV plunges. I wake screaming. Sheets tangled. Dawn bleeding through the blinds. Day 2. I call Grandpa. His assistant patches me through. Bless New York efficiency. Harlan McAllister speaking. Grandpa. It's Piper. Remember me? The one handing out resumes in the cold. A pause. Then that rumble of a laugh. Like I could forget. Saw you on Fifth last week. Looking like a drowned rat. What's eating you?
Kid.
Everything. Nothing. Just. Wanted to say hi. And maybe grab lunch? I've got stories. Stories. Tomorrow. Noon. The Four Seasons. Don't be late.
Click.
It's on. In the old timeline, that lunch was the turning point. He'd gifted me a junior role at the company. A foot in the door they later slammed shut. This time, I'll kick it wide open. Morning rush, shower scalding. Coffee blacker than my soul. Outfit a power suit from the consignment shop. Fitted blazer. Pencil skirt. Heels that click like gunfire. The subway's a sardine can. But I don't care. Midtown looms. Glass towers piercing the sky. Symbols of the empire I'll reclaim. The Four Seasons is opulence incarnate. Crystal chandeliers. Waiters in penguin suits. The scent of money thick as fog. Harlan's at a corner table. Nursing a scotch. His suit bespoke Italian. Tie a slash of crimson. He stands, towering at 6'4", and crushes me in a bear hug that smells of Old Spice and steel. Jesus. Piper. You grew into those legs. He grins. Wolfish.
Sit. Eat.
Then spill. Over oysters, Rockefeller, and ribeye. I weave truth with half-lies, mom and dad's neglect. Jake's shadow eclipsing me. My scrappy climb. He listens. Eyes narrowing at mentions of Jake. That boy's ambitious.
Too much.
Maybe. Your ma's pup. Through and through. Then.
The bomb.
Grandpa. What if I told you Jake's not even your blood? Dad's first marriage, paternity's a mess. His fork pauses midair. The hell you say? I slide over a printout. Public records I'd stumbled on last night. It's a gamble. Controversial as hell. dredging family dirt before the betrayal peaks. But shock therapy works. Harlan's face hardens, veins bulging in his neck. Son of a bitch. I always suspected.
All right, Piper. You're in.
Full access. Starting now. But play smart, no scandals. No scandals? In my first life, they created the scandals to bury me.
Now.
I'll unearth theirs. Afternoon, my first day at Harlan Enterprises. The office is a fortress, marble lobby. Glass elevators whisking to the 52nd floor. My desk, corner window, Hudson view, a MacBook that costs more than my rent. Colleagues eye me, whispers of Harlan's granddaughter. But I smile, all teeth. Jake's office is down the hall. Door ajar. I knock. Casual. Hey.
Bro.
Surprise, Grandpa hooked me up. He looks up from his Bloomberg terminal. Blonde hair perfect. Smile plastic. 28 going on 40, with that Ivy polish Mom beat into him. Piper? What the? Since when? Since lunch. Family perks. I perch on his desk, crossing legs. Heard you're killing it here. Teach me the ropes. His eyes flick calculation.
Sure.
Dinner tonight? Catch up. With Emily. No doubt. I nod. Wouldn't miss it. The day blurs. Meetings on green energy acquisitions. Emails pinging. The thrill of power humming like electricity. But under it, tension coils. Ryan texts, proud of you.
Babe.
Love ease bar stories. I reply with hearts, but my gut twists. The affair's clock ticks. Evening, Jake's penthouse in Tribeca. Floor-to-ceiling windows framing the glittering skyline. Emily's there, in a slinky red dress, playing hostess with charcuterie and Cabernet. Ryan's late, work excuse. We sip, chat corporate BS, but the air's thick.
Charged.
So, Piper, Jake drawls, swirling his glass. Grandpa's pet project now? Careful, family biz eats dreamers. Emily laughs. Too bright.
Oh.
Jake. Be nice. Piper's got that creative spark. Remember her murals? Genius.
Spark?
Try Inferno. I sip. Eyes on her. Speaking of
ink,
Ryan mentioned you two hung out last week.
Spill.
Her cheeks flush. Wine or guilt? Just coffee. Boring lawyer talk. The lie lands soft, but I feel it like a slap. In the old life, that coffee was the spark. Here, I'll douse it. Ryan arrives, windswept, kisses me deep. Dinner flows steak tartare. Debates on crypto crashes, but my mind's a chessboard. Post-meal, Jake pulls me aside in the study. Bookshelves groaning with first editions he never reads. Listen. Sis, e murmurs. Cologne sharp. Grandpa's volatile. Don't rock the boat. We stick together, you.
Me. Ink.
Ryan. Family first.
Family.
The word sours. Always.
Jake.
Blood's thicker. Right? His smile doesn't reach his eyes. Damn right. I excuse myself to the bathroom. Heart hammering. In the mirror, my reflection's fierce. Mascara smudged. Lips set. Time for the first strike. I slip into Jake's home office. Unlocked. Arrogant and rifled drawers. Bingo, a USB drive. Labeled contingencies. Plug into my phone, emails, Drafts of smear campaigns against me. Dates aligning with my old relapses.
Proof.
But voices approach. I pocket it. Flush the toilet for cover. Emerge smiling. Ladies' room traffic jam. They buy it. Night ends with hugs. Promises of brunches. On the cab, ride home. Ryan's hand on my thigh. I stare at the USB. Controversial? Hell yes, stealing from family. But betrayal's a two-way street. Week 1 at Harlan's a whirlwind. Audits revealing Jake's padded expenses. Whispers of his side deals with shady developers in Queens. I feed Grandpa intel. Subtle. Painting Jake as overzealous. Harlan grunts approval. Promotes me to junior analyst. Power's addictive. A drug sharper than coke. Emily corners me at lunch. Le pain quotidien. Avocado toast and green juices. Pipes. You okay? You've been. Intense. Intense. Try alive. Just settling in. Jake's intense too, those late nights. She waves it off.
Work.
You know him. I do. Better than you. Hey, remember that road trip we planned? To the Hamptons? Let's do it. You.
Me.
Ryan. Clear heads. Her eyes light, trap sprung.
Yes.
Next weekend.
Done.
In the old timeline. That trip's where she seduces Ryan. Plants doubts. This time.
I'll drive.
Friday night. We're packed, my beat-up Honda. Duffels in the trunk. Cooler stocked with IPAs and sandwiches. Ryan shotgun. Emily in back humming Taylor Swift. The drive's golden hour magic. Long Island Expressway snaking east. Sun dipping low. Casting the sound in fire. We arrive at the rental, a shingled cottage on Dune Road. Waves crashing like applause. Bonfire that night, driftwood crackling. Stars pricking the velvet sky. Stories flow, college pranks. First loves. Emily's close to Ryan, laughing at his jokes. Her hand brushing his arm. I wait. Wine warming my veins. Midnight. They wander to the beach. For air, she says. I follow at distance. Shadows long. Hear the murmurs. Her voice low. Ryan. Piper's amazing.
But.
Does she get you? The pressure?
Classic.
He hesitates. She's everything. But doubts seed planted. I step out. Hey. Lovebirds. Stargazing without me. They jump. Emily recovers. Just chatting. Bedtime. Ryan and I in the master. Salt air through screens. He pulls me close. Whispers love. I kiss him fierce. But my mind's on the plan. Morning. I accidentally leave my phone out. A text from a fake number. Saw you with E last week. Careful. Anonymous poison. By Sunday. Tension simmers. Emily snaps at me over brunch. You're paranoid. Piper. Ryan's quiet. Eyes darting. The drive back's silent. Radio filling voids. Monday. Office warfare. I leak the USB files to HR anonymously. Jake's emails flagged as policy violations. He gets a slap on the wrist. But Grandpa calls him in. I eavesdrop from a hall. Clean it up.
Boy.
Or you're out. Jake storms past. Face thunder. Spots me. You. Me. Innocent blink. That night. He texts. We need to talk.
Now.
His apartment, same penthouse. He's pacing. Scotch in hand. What the fuck? Piper? Those files. Careless. Huh.
You see.
Legs crossed. Family first. Remember? He looms. Breath hot. You think you're slick? Grandpa's senile. But I'm not. Back off.
Or
what? Another accident. The words hang. Controversial as a loaded gun. His eyes widen. How does she know? You crazy. But fear flickers. I stand inches from him. Try me, brother. Blood or not. I leave him sputtering, heart racing. The game's escalated. Weeks blur. Promotions for me. Demotions for him. Emily drifts, text sparse. Bar shifts clashing with my invites. Ryan proposes early. Over dinner at per se. Rings sparkling. Tears in his eyes. Marry me,
Piper.
You're my rock. I say yes, but warn, no secrets. Ever. Wedding planning's a circus. Mom cooing over venues in the Hamptons. Dad footing bills with guilty cash. Jake's sidelined, plotting from shadows. I catch him meeting Emily in hotel lobbies. Grainy photos from a PI I hired. Controversial expenditure, $5,000 on surveillance. But proof's power. Grandpa's health dips, prostate scare, but he rallies, rewriting the will in secret. You're the heir.
Piper.
Full control. Jake gets scraps if he behaves. The revelation hits at Thanksgiving. Family table groaning with turkey and pies in the Upper East Side brownstone. Harlan stands, glass raised. To Piper. The future of Harlan Enterprises. Jake's face, purple rage. Mom gasps. Emily, invited as family friend, excuses herself to the powder room. Retching. Post-feast. Confrontation brews. Jake corners me in the library. Fire crackling. You bitch. This is theft. Theft, like forging my psych evals, like staging my drowning. He freezes. What? I know.
Jake.
All of it. The SUV. Emily's wheel. The insurance scam. In another life, you won. Here, you lose. His laugh's hollow. Delusional. Prove it. I pulled a phone, recordings, docs. The works.
Resign.
Or this goes public.
S.
Cops. Tabloids. Your empire crumbles. He lunges, not violent, but desperate, grabbing my wrist.
Please.
Family. Family died with me. I wrench free, dialing security on speed dial. He slinks away, broken. But Emily, she's the wild card. Next day, she shows at my door, rain-soaked, eyes wild. Piper. It's not I didn't. Save it. I let her in. Coffee brewing. The affair. The crash. You thought I was the weak link. Tears stream. Jake made me. Said it was mercy. You were spiraling. The inheritance would destroy you. Mercy. The word chokes me. And Ryan? A mistake. I love you.
Pipes.
Forgive. Controversial crossroads. Kill her with kindness? Or twist the knife? I hug her, whispering,
Go.
disappear. Or join him in hell. She flees, bag in hand. Climax builds, board meeting, December frost etching windows. Jake's there.
Gaunt.
Resignation letter trembling. But twist, he's rigged it. Hired hackers, Leaked evidence of my instability. Doctored therapy notes. Fake OD photos. The room erupts. Accusations fly. Harlan red-faced.
Lies.
All lies. I stand. Voice steel.
No. Truth.
And here's mine. Projector flickers my dossier. Timelines. The paternity bomb. Gasps ripple. Jake bolts for the door. But security, my call, drags him back.
Cops swarm. Cuffs clicking.
Emily's name drops in the chaos, worn out. Ryan, in the audience, stares horror, then pride. But the real twist, as Jake's hauled away, he snarls, "You think you're clean? Grandpa's dying, cancer. Stage 4. He hit it to push you. You're next in line for nothing." Harlan slumps, confession spilling.
Kid.
I lied. Months left. Wanted you strong. Betrayals echo. My own flesh. Manipulating for legacy. The board votes me interim CEO. But victory's ash. Ryan proposes again that night. In the hospital waiting room. Fluorescent hum mocking romance. We're solid.
Piper.
Through it all. I accept. But eyes on Harlan's door. He passes at dawn. Hand in mine. Whispering. Sorry.
Girl.
Make it right. Funerals media circus. Headlines scream, McAllister Empire shakeup. Betrayal and rebirth. Jake's trial looms. Manslaughter charges. Emily testifying for immunity. Epilogue months later. Wedding on a bluff overlooking the Sound. White tents billowing. Guests toasting under stars. Ryan's vows crack with emotion. Mine. Steady. No Jake. No Emily, ghosts vanished. But in quiet moments, I wonder, was the revenge mine? Or the cycles? Second chances aren't clean, they're stained with what-ifs. Still, I breathe free. The city at my feet, building not just an empire, but a life unbetrayed. No. Wait, that's not the end. I lied. Endings in New York aren't tidy, they're jagged edges that cut deeper with time. The wedding was real. Salt wind whipping my veil. Ryan's kiss tasting of champagne and second guesses. But as the officiant pronounced us man and wife, my phone buzzed in my clutch, a text from an unknown number. You think it's over? Check the trusts. Jake. From Rikers. Still scheming through lawyers. I ignored it then. Danced under string lights to, at last, Etta James' crooning soul into the night. But honeymoon in Napa, vineyards rolling like green waves, cabernets deep as regret, the seed sprouted. Ryan noticed my distraction, mid-hike through oak groves. Piper.
Babe.
You're a million miles away. Talk. We sat on a bluff. Fog rolling in from the Pacific. Grapes heavy on the vines. I spilled, not the reincarnation. That's my madness, but the doubts. Jake's poison lingers. What if the board turns? What if I'm not enough? He cupped my face. Thumbs tracing jaw. You are. We are. Fuck the empire. It's us now.
Us.
The word anchored me. But sleep that night was fitful. Dreams of the river pulling. Emily's face morphing into mine. Back in the city. Reality crashed. Harlan Enterprises teetered. Investors spooked by the scandal. Stocks dipping like a bad acid trip. My first board meeting as CEO. Leather chairs circling a mahogany table. Gray suits eyeing me like fresh meat. Ladies. Gentlemen. I started. Voice steady despite the knot in my gut. We pivot. Renewables full throttle, solar farms in the desert. Wind off Jersey. Legacy over quick bucks. Murmurs. Old guard resistant. Harlan never. Harlan's gone, I snapped. Controversial fire flaring. I'm here. And I'm betting on green. Not Jake's dirty deals. Votes split. But I won barely. Power's a tightrope. One gust from fall. Emily's trial hit mid-January. Snow blanketing Central Park like a shroud. I testified. Voice echoing in the marble courthouse. She gripped the wheel. Said, for your own good. Then accelerated. Jurors, blue-collar mix. Faces etched with city, where, absorbed it. Eyes on her in the dock. Once golden girl, now hollow-cheeked. Lawyers spinning, coercion. Jake's shadow loomed. His plea deal crumbled when my evidence dropped. Tapes of him coaching her. Make it look like suicide. Clean. Verdict. Manslaughter. 20 years. She crumpled. No tears, just defeat.
Outside.
Paparazzi swarmed. Flashes blinding. Ryan shielded me. Arm steel. It's done.
Was it?
That night. Alone in the penthouse, Harlan's old digs. Now mine, I poured scotch.
Neat.
And scrolled the leaked trusts. Jake's text wasn't bluff. Buried clause, if no direct heir in 5 years. Shares revert to mom and dad's side, his biologicals. Fraudulently propped. Controversial calculus. Kids? With Ryan. Yes, nights tangled in sheets. Whispers of names like Harper or Finn. But time's thief. I hired investigators. Deeper dig. Dad's affairs. Mom's pill habit masked as migraines. The family tree's rotten at roots. Spring thawed the city. Cherry blossoms rioting pink along the promenade. Pregnant, surprise positive in a drugstore bathroom. Tears mixing with sink splatter. Ryan hooped, spinning me in the kitchen till I laughed.
Dizzy.
A mini piper. Empire builder. Ultrasounds showed a girl. Thumb-sucking already. But joy's fragile. Jake's appeal launched. Funded by shadowy donors, Russian oligarchs he'd courted in the old scandals. Whispers in boardrooms. She's unstable. Pregnant CEO? Risky. I fought. Maternity leave denied. Proving metal with late nights. Deals in Dubai via Zoom. Ryan supported. But strain showed, arguments over takeout. His law firm poaching my focus. You're burning out.
Pipes.
Can't stop. They won't let me. Summer heat wave baked the asphalt. AC humming futile. At 30 weeks. Braxton Hicks contractions hit during a pitch. Venture caps for EV charging stations. I powered through. But collapsed post-meeting. Paramedics wheeling me out amid gasps. Hospital. Sterile, white. Monitors beeping lullabies. Ryan paced. Face ashen. False alarm, Doc said. Stress. Bed rest.
Bed rest.
In a glass tower. Enemies circling? I chafed. Laptops smuggling intel. That's when the twist deepened. A package arrived. Unmarked manila envelope. No prints. Inside, photos.
Me? Ondine résumé une cold.
Timestamped 2018. But annotated, she knew. From the start. Blackmail? Who? Emily. Out on bail pending appeal? No, handwriting matched Harlan's scrawl. Flashback, his hospital whisper. Make it right. But how? Buried in his journals. I'd found ravings, near-death visions. Cycles, second shots.
Had he known?
Engineered my return? Paranoia bloomed. Weeds in a garden. I confronted Mom over tea in her Park Avenue lair. Silver service clinking. Did Grandpa meddle? Beyond the will? Her laugh tinkled. Brittle. Darling. Harlan was a dreamer. Thought he could cheat death with superstitions. Some cult in the 90s. Reincarnation nonsense. Laughed him off. Cult? I pressed. But she deflected, eyes darting to gin bottle. Later. Digging. XAI forums. Fringe threads on consciousness uploads. Harlan's donations to neurolabs. Not magic tech? Cryo? A loop I couldn't escape? Baby came early. September storm raging. Labor in the birthing suite. Rain lashing windows. Ryan's hand crushed in mine. Isla Rose McAllister, 7 pounds. Cry piercing as a siren's. Holding her, tiny fist curled. I vowed no cycles. Clean slate. But Jake's appeal hearing loomed. October chill seeping. I returned to the helm. Isla in a sling. Board nodding wary respect. Testimony day. Federal courthouse. Oak benches worn smooth. Jake. In orange jumpsuit. Shackled gaunt. Eyes feral. Piper. He rasped as I took the stand. You stole my life. You stole mine. Voice steady. But gut churned. His lawyer grilled. MS. McAllister. Your rapid rise, suspicious. And these visions in your journals? Journals? Mine? Leaked. Pages of crashed dreams. Past life scribbles. Catharsis. Not evidence. Jury murmured. Judge banged gavel. Irrelevant. But damage done. Verdict. Appeal denied. Life plus. Jake lunged. Guards tackling. Monster. You're the betrayer.
Outside.
Air crisp. Leaves swirling. Ryan hugged me tight. Over. That night. Isla nursing in the rocker. I burned the journals. Flames dancing in the fireplace. Shadows waltzing. Peace. Fleeting. Twist's final coil. November. Election night buzz in the air. Midterms raging on TVs. Anonymous email. Harlan's secret. Isla's the key. Paternity clause. Test it. Attached. Lab report. Forged. My blood. Ryan's not matching. Harlan's tampering? Or Jake's last gasp? Controversial choice. Test true. Clinic visit. Swab silent. Results match. Ryan's. Relief flooded. But questions lingered. Was the scare Harlan's ghost? Pushing purity? Winter solstice. Company gala. Met steps glittering.
Gowns swirling.
I spoke, empire thriving. Solar parks powering Jersey homes. Toasts to new beginnings. Emily's letter arrived then. From prison. Forgive? I was broken. You fixed us. Burned it too. Isla's first steps. Brooklyn brownstone we'd bought. Cozy chaos. Toys strewn. Ryan home early. Chasing her giggles. Our empire, he grins. Mine. But in quiet. Staring at the Hudson from our terrace. I wonder. Reincarnation or revelation. Betrayal's scar fades. But vigilance stays. America's not fairy tales. It's grit. Grind. Second acts. And mine? Still unfolding. One calculated step at a time. Yet, as fireworks burst for New Year's, Isla on my hip, Ryan's arm around, I choose happy. Tragics for the first go-round. This life's mine flawed, fierce, forever. Years don't heal, they layer, like varnish on old wood, cracking under pressure. By 2025, Isla's 5. A whirlwind of curls and questions. Mommy, why's the river mean? Pointing from our weekend sail on the Hudson, where I'd once drowned. I deflect with pirate tales, wind snapping sails. Ryan at the tiller, his laugh deeper now, etched with laugh lines. Harlan Enterprises? A green giant. Solar arrays blanketing deserts. Stocks soaring post-IPO.
Me?
CEO Piper McAllister-Reid. Forbes 30 under 40. TED Talk on legacy after betrayal going viral, ironic applause. But ghosts whisper. Jake's appeals exhausted. He's a lifer in Sing Sing. Birthday cards from mom, he's reformed. Darling. Family, tossed unopened. Emily, paroled early for good behavior. Vanished to Seattle. New name. Barista life per PI reports. Clean. Or waiting. The real haunt, Harlan's cult. I dismissed it as senile ramble. But insomnia led to late-night scrolls, XAI's early whispers on consciousness. Neural links blurring life-death. Harlan's lab donations? Not cryo, experimental. Echo protocol, uploading memories pre-death. Had he implanted? Triggered my rebirth via suggestion. Planted seeds in family lore? Controversial hunt. I hired hackers, ethical ones. XNSA. To breach sealed files. Results pinged at dawn. Coffee cooling. Harlan's final directive.
To me?
Pre-cancer. Piper. If you read this, you're back. I saw you die in visions. Simulations. The accident was real. This life's the sim. Break the loop. Burn it all.
Sim?
Heart hammered. Was I code? Flesh? The river's chill ghosted my spine. I confronted the board, select few.
Trusted.
We're divesting neurotech. No more playing God. Votes unanimous. Press release spun as ethical pivot. Ryan new fragments. Your intensity. Pipes, it's fire. But full truth? Buried. Isla deserved normal. School plays. Not mommy's madness. Spring 2025. Anomaly struck. Anonymous donor, HM. Trust, funded a rival startup, Second Dawn, peddling memory implants for grief.
CEO?
Emily's cousin. Tangential. But emails linked to Jake's prison contacts. Coincidence? Or cycle reboot? Decision loomed. Gray as thunderheads over the sound.
Confront?
Ignite war? Or let fade? I chose bold. Buyout offer.
Public.
Press conference. Bryant Park fountain bubbling. Cameras flashing. Harlan Enterprises acquires Second Dawn. Innovation with integrity, no more shadows. Backlash roared. Activists crying monopoly. Jake's lawyers filing suits from bars. But core held, green creds shielded. That night. Gala afterparty in the Village Jazz Club. Sax wailing blue. Isla asleep upstairs with sitter. Ryan and I on a balcony. City's sprawl infinite. You did it, he murmured. Lips brushing ear. Slayed dragons. One left. I handed him the drive. Harlan's files.
Read.
Then decide.
He did.
Till dawn. Morning light slanted gold. His face.
Come.
Real or not? You're real. We're real. Tears pricked rare. Love you. Twists apex. Summer solstice. Hampton's retreat. Isla building sandcastles. Waves lapping gentle. Package washed ashore, bottle. Cork note, Piper, end it. Burn the servers. Or loop eternal.
E.
Emily. Found her. Off-grid cabin in the Cascades. Via drone flyover. Flew out. Private jet humming. Ryan protesting. Let's sleeping.
No.
Closure. Cabin, mossy. Smoke curling chimney. She opened door. Older, lines around eyes. No makeup mask. Knew you'd come. Inside. Herbal tea steaming. Journals stacked, her therapy scrawls. I saw you die too. In dreams. Harlan's poison. We talked till dusk. Her guilt. My rage. The crash replayed sans venom. He programmed us, she whispered. Fear is fuel. But you broke it. Controversial absolution? I offered. Join Second Dawn. Redeem. She shook head.
No.
I'm done empires. Teach yoga. You burn it. Night flight back. Stars wheeling. Servers raised, fireworks in the desert. Data, ash. Fall harvest. Isla's kindergarten play. Pumpkin patch field trip. Ryan promoted partner. We donated Harlan Wing to MoMA. Art over steel. Election Eve 2025. Returns flickering on screens. Close race. Nation tense. But our home?
Warm.
Cider mulled. Isla's laughter trumping polls. Final whisper. Jake's suicide note. Smuggled out. You won.
Sis.
But was it life? I burned it. Scattering ash over the river. Exorcism.
Now.
December 2nd, 2025. Snow dusting Brooklyn roofs. I watch Isla sled. Cheeks rosy. Ryan's proposal for 3. Another mini-us? Yes. Cycles end with choice, not revenge, but release. America's drama. Betrayals big as skyscrapers. Redemption small as snowflakes. Mine? A story unfinished. But mine to write. No more handing resumes in cold. I'm the warmth now.